EA Sports. It's in the game.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a fuck about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't touch you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing sorta, falling out through the rubber. Remember this is jungle, the top I was youngest song. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe that's what I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
So I'm on fire. I can't give a fuck about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve.
Kick it and go, kick it and go.
With a step on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could.
Kick it and go, kick it and go.
With a step on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a step on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
I had no idea how the team would react on or off the field to my return, but deep down, I knew it was what I needed to do. Returning from an injury like this wasn't going to be easy. And in this situation, we needed to make the smartest possible decision so I could be effective all game long.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that has... A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play. And then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off. And he just kept gaining momentum with every...
So here's the situation. The football in the red zone for the offense. Second down and 1. Off the play fake. Lyles. This is caught. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Operating from the gun, Lyles. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice.
We have a red zone alert. This defense giving up ground, and they'll look to stop a 2nd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have moved out in front. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Six points possibly in the cards. We've got a red zone situation looming. 1st and goal. The football at the 7. From the gun, Lyles flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their mobile, agile quarterback saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT. seconds to go in the first half. The offense with a football, but they have it in their own territory. Now left side on the swing pass. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Well,
Charles, the big story today, obviously the courageous return of one of the league's best quarterbacks. When he was injured during an early season victory, the assumption was that he'd be out for the rest of the season. Well, we found out this week that this is not the case.
And you have to give him a lot of admiration and props for working his way back from what was thought to be a serious injury. And it's natural for him to want to be back out on the field. Remember, when he got hurt, this team was 4-0. I also think we have to question whether or not he should be out there, putting his body on the line. And from the franchise's perspective, they have to wonder whether it's worth having him out there if he's not 100%.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Operating from the gun, Lyles. And incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again, Lyles on the move to his left. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. 12 yards there and a first down. A nice pass there. And Charles, how important do you think it is that the coaching staff helps him get in a good rhythm early on?
Partner, I think it's very important because not only has he been on a 3-month layoff, we still don't know how healthy he actually is and what his timing is going to be out on the field. So getting him comfortable, getting him success early, that's a big part of this game plan and a big part of what this coaching staff has to do.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it's the Chicago Bears who are moving on as they were able to knock off the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This defense holding on to a slim 3-point lead here in the 4th. They need to hold on and hopefully yield no more than a field goal. Now a first down carry by Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Foster Moreau. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, off the bootleg. Lyles. He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because When he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. We talk about that all the time.
On first down, Lyles. He'll try and run it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter if he needs to make those plays with the legs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 1-yard touchdown reception. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. All right, this offense has made its way into the red zone as they're set up with a 1st and 10 just inside the 20. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. To throw on second down, Lyles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Saints on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it. So this offense, they've made their way into the red zone now. They've got it a couple yards inside the 20 at the 18, 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That's going to set them back 5 yards. From the gun, Lyles escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lyles flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Thomas. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Lyles, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith, and the comes up with a big stop. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Yards to go.
The open man is Smith. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They are on to the next round of the playoffs, and the story will be the gritty, gutsy effort by one of the league's best QBs.
And he certainly proved the naysayers wrong today, partner. No doubt about that. Now, overall, an up-and-down performance, but he did enough for his team to get the win and advance to the next round. He and his team both have to have confidence and believe that he'll be better the next time out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
After the game, I was even more sore than I expected I would be. Suppose that should have been a sign that the news I'd be getting from Coach wasn't great. News was devastating. I mean, especially since I had already worked so hard to come back from this injury once, but because I had come back once, I knew that with a cautious approach, I could come back again. I don't think I've ever been as nervous for the regular season as I was when I returned from injury. I felt like a rookie again. Only this time around, I had even more to prove. I knew my time to step away would come eventually, but it would be a choice that I made, not a choice made for me because of an injury.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Saints taking on the Chicago Bears.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were...
Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Off the bootleg. Lyles rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to fourth. And fourth down. On fourth down, Lyles eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words,
and now early on in this one, we get our first look at this offense. On 1st and 10, Lyles. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. At the 40-yard line. On the gun, Lyles flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 40 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
and that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found...
So here now it's 2nd and 7, ball inside the red zone, and a difficult situation for this defense. Can they stand up? Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. From the gun on third down, Lyles. Now he'll let it go. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep territory. Operating from the gun, Lyles. Now and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. Already in second. This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive in the second quarter? Play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off play action. Lyles. He's going to air one out. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Lyles escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is Lutz to try to end the PAT. The lead up now to 25 points. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 31-28, the final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Baker Mayfield, a touchdown pass in that first half. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This offense has the fourth quarter lead. It's a 2-score game now. This field goal attempt coming up, if they convert it, would make it a 3-score game. On 4th down, Lyles flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13. Who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Again, it's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and
back to throw. Lyles forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw them start to scramble, my thought process.
4th quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that. It was right there.
1st and goal, Kelly. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
a gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
Couldn't ask for a better start to the season than this one, and don't want to put too much stock in it, but a week 1 win really in the return for a quarterback that they weren't sure would ever get back to what he once was.
And you and I both know there's going to be a lot of debate about whether or not he was looking better today than he has in the past. But what's not up for debate, they won the game. And in the process, I do think he made a lot of people question whether or not he'd be able to come back as a starter. Look just a little bit foolish.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
I was pleased with how I played, and it felt like Coach's confidence was returning also. I really believed we had a decent chance of turning the season around.